Hello, guys. So Palantir has released their results, and it was very, very good. Okay, they blew past expectations. All the KPIs, all they hit lah. So to be honest, okay, there's really nothing much to share. Okay, about Palantir because everything is so good, right? The stock price also continue to keep on going up, right? So I think the most important question that a lot of investors or even debating right now, okay, is whether we should hold or sell Palantir. Okay, and a lot of people ask this question because the question is aimed at the stock. But you watching this video here, I want to share another angle. Okay, another angle. Okay, and that is to focus on your portfolio and not the stock itself. All right. So a bit of an update. Okay, for Palantir, as you can see, really, like I said, it's quite crazy. Their total revenue grew 48%, close to 50% growth. Okay, for a SaaS tech company, okay, they are able to grow 50%. Is really, really remarkable. Yeah, and the US commercial revenue grew 93%, that means it shows there's a lot of demand really currently right now. A lot of corporate, okay, America, they are now into AI, and they are now leveraging on Palantir, okay, to ride on this AI wave to make sure that they didn't lag behind. Yeah, and the US government revenue also coming in. All right, so to be honest, really nothing much on the update. Okay, but I want to focus a lot, okay, on the question, right? Whether, okay, this one, the question you all have been asking, okay, is whether do we hold the stock or continue to sell Palantir, and I will share my views currently. Yeah. So as usual, okay, in my Telegram community, all right, this is my Telegram community. So I will sometimes will share, okay, my views, my strategies in the subscribers in this Telegram community here. Yeah. So I would like to share it, okay, in the video and provide more explanation instead. Yeah. So as usual, okay, I don't give recommendations. Yeah, but what I can share is my own thinking, okay, my thought process, and my own strategy for the long term here. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, is you need to understand. Yes, everyone, I think for now agree already. Okay, Palantir's valuation is really, really crazy. Okay, the price to sales right now, if you all do not know, is around 150 times. Now, to know how expensive this 150 times is, right? Tech SaaS companies, the really good ones are those with very high valuations okay, because we have been investing in the US, right? We're researching a lot of stocks, so we roughly know the average. The average typically trades 20 to 30 times price to sales. So when the stock price, okay, hits to a certain price with this kind of multiple, it's really very, very overvalued. Okay, but as you all know, yeah, I know you can keep the debate. Okay, Palantir is a once in a lifetime opportunity stock, no competitor and stuff. Okay, then we shall leave it another way. But the fact is that if you look at the multiple alone, 150 times, okay, I personally think it's really, really stretched very, very thin already. Okay, so this is my own point of view. So it shows that Palantir stock price currently right now is being held mostly by investors' expectations and investors' current positive view on that stock. The fundamentals has not yet, reached to a level that supports this kind of multiple yet. Okay, the value is a lot based on future expectations on how well Palantir will be doing. Yeah, so this is what I told my community members, that this valuation right now is being supported by air. It's supported by air currently. Okay, so the view is, Palantir has really delivered life-changing returns, okay, for the past 2 years here. Okay, I also invested in Palantir since 3 years ago when it drops until from 20, drop until the lowest was 7, I think so. Yeah, so at the time, me and my community members, we have been keep on slowly averaging down throughout the years. And what for 1.5 years, it was flat. Yeah, and finally, you go up like that, we are all been rewarded quite well. Yeah, but this is another context that I want to share with you guys, okay, to answer your question whether we should hold or even sell Palantir. So this is the one thing that I want you guys to know. Now, when it comes to investing, okay, it is not about making money. Okay, not just about making money, but it's also about keeping that money. Okay, keeping the hard-earned profits that you just generated from a certain stock. Because there is no point, okay, in stacking huge gains. That means you make a lot of gains already, right? Then only to hand them back in the market later. Yeah, if you all still remember 2022, right? A lot of people actually make money in 2021. All right, they make a lot of life-changing returns, 5 times, 10 times return. But then they are so confident, okay, so arrogant, okay, that when 2022 hits, they make, all right, they return back all the profits and the returns later on. Okay, so what I can tell you is this, this is what I am doing. Okay, so I have been slowly trimming my Palantir position. Trimming means slowly sell bit by bit over time. Okay, now please, okay, don't take this the wrong way. It's not because I'm saying bad things about Palantir. I don't think the stock will crash tomorrow, but it's because of risk management. Okay, this is one skill that a lot of long-term investors lack. They keep on focusing on the stock only, but they forgot about portfolio framework and also risk management. Okay, because I think I've already made a lot, okay, on profits from Palantir already. I have very huge six-digit profits, okay. And for me right now, okay, it's about protecting what the floor value of my portfolio. When I say floor value means like your portfolio is grown to a certain size already, right? And you really want to protect a certain floor. There's volatility in the stock market, right? You want to protect a certain floor, right? So that your portfolio value will reach like that and it will stay there, all right, not so volatile and caused by one stock. So I'm selling slowly bit by bit in order to increase the floor value of my portfolio. So one of my own personal rules why I want to do that is I don't want to let a single stock dictate the fate of my portfolio as well. Meaning to say, okay, I'm not sure about you guys because Palantir has been going up a lot. Okay, I do not know how many percentage of portfolio in your portfolio. How many percentage of Palantir in your current portfolio right now? Some maybe 30% of portfolio, some maybe go until 50%. I really do not know. Okay, but this is a very, very highly concentrated portfolio. All right. And this stock movement will heavily influence your portfolio value. So if let's say Palantir went up a lot, you also went up a lot. Okay. But if it crashes, then your value will also crash because it's being held by one single stock. I don't want to let one stock here to influence the value of my portfolio. Okay. Why is that? Now, if you're a long time investor, okay, where you have been going on or been through, okay, the market's ups and downs, the crashes and everything, right? I've been through, okay, throughout my 10 years of close to 12 years already, right? I've been through a lot of volatility, a lot of market crashes and stuff, right? And let me tell you this, okay, bad things or black swan events will happen, okay, without any warning, one. All right. And this is the thing that I share, okay, in my Telegram community, because no matter, okay, why I don't want to let a single stock dictate the fate of my portfolio as well, is because no matter how loyal you are to your stocks will never be loyal to you. Okay, macro shocks, okay, black swan events, sentiment shifts. Okay, when I say sentiment shift, is suddenly the hype on that stock, then suddenly, okay, the price was being supported by positivity, right? Suddenly the whole community or the investors there shift the sentiment, suddenly becomes so negative, and is the valuation multi is supported by this kind of sentiment, right? If it shifts, then it will wipe out your gain, okay, in a heartbeat. That's what I told them. Yeah. So you see, Palantir at 150 price to sales is literally priced for perfection. It's so high, the market expects them to perform so well that they cannot do any mistake at all. So I think that this is quite dangerous, okay, and quite risky in a sense. So you in the sense that okay, you see, I'm not saying Palantir won't go up to 200 or even above. I wrote here, it won't even go 200 or 300. It can also, okay, and I would never say never one, okay. But the question is this: as of today, as of this moment, I want to ask you this question: can you say with absolute certainty, okay, that it will get there without any problems? You need to think about this. Can you say with certainty, confirm that it will reach 300, 400, 500, okay, with no issues? Now, if you say you are confident, okay, I always tell people, I say, yeah, I'm confident, confirm is the best company in the world. Talk is cheap. Okay, I say talk is cheap. Prove it with your money. Okay. Your perception or thinking will change when it involves money. Right? Okay. You put the majority of your wealth into Palantir right now, okay, at a $180 with this kind of crazy valuation. So you need to prove it like that. Okay. Now, you see, when the stock goes up, right, you need to understand this one thing. Okay. When the stock goes up, you will never find bad news ever. Right? The media, the analysts, they don't want to look wrong or even be contrarian because price go up. When price go up, very rare people would like to give a very opposite view. Right? So you will be flooded with good news and even feel that I'm a very good investor. This stock is very good. So it gives you a sense of false confidence. Okay. Until the day reality hits. Okay. Because I can give you a few examples. Now, do you remember C Limited, Netflix, or even Meta? These three companies, I tell you, it's a very, very good company. In 2022, at that time, okay, all went up very high and stuff. But okay, each of them faces their own certain business issues. Okay, and it dropped 70% at some point. Okay, now one for example, is this one. Okay, Netflix, right? Now, do you see? Let's say imagine like okay, let me show the other one first. Okay, like this is Netflix, right? This is Netflix, this is Meta. Well, Netflix here drop. This one, 70 close to 70%. Okay, Meta also. Okay, drop to from the top one, 75%. C Limited, drop until also 86%. But before that, you can see all prices keep going up. Okay, keep on going up consistently. Okay, so the point that I want to share with you guys, back to why I say here is this: certain stocks will always go up. Okay, it feels like it will continue to go up, like it will never end, right? Like Netflix, Meta, and C Limited. But the question is, okay, one day, okay, if shit hits the fan, then the price will come crash down. All your hard work. Imagine Netflix, for these people invested for so long, for many, many years, for example, wow, they grow into millions. Okay, let's say they grow into 1 million. This stock contribute 1 million. Okay, then in that few months, drop 70%. That means you lose 700,000, you're only left with 300,000. So this is the message that I want to share with you guys. Okay, things like this will happen, okay, in any stock. Okay, never be too arrogant. Okay, always be humble. Okay, if not, you'll be humbled by the market. Right? Yeah. So Meta is the same thing. Wow, so consistently going up, I won't sell. Okay, because it will keep on going up. Okay, if let's say one day this thing happen, okay, then you will have to face the music. This is what I want to share with you guys. Okay, so the question that I want to ask you guys is this. Okay, if these kind of things happen to a stock, I'm not saying about Palantir right now, in general, do you have the mental strength to sit through a 70% drawdown? Okay, this is the question you need to ask. Okay, because people, when they talk about Palantir, right? Okay, I think I never show the Palantir stock. Okay, let me show you another one. Okay, let me open up Palantir stock. Palantir stock. Okay, now if price goes up a lot here like that, right? Okay, it's like they feel invincible. This stock, okay, can do no wrong. Everything is going up, all good news. Okay, this is the sentiment currently. But the question now I want to ask you guys, okay, is this okay, is this, do you have the mental strength? Because, okay, if not, the market will test you and bad news will chew away at your conviction day after day. Now, let me tell you this. Stock price goes down like that. Okay, it's not going down with good news. Now, you see when Palantir going up like that, they thought, wow, if price crash down 70%, I confirm will buy more. Now, let me tell you again, talk is cheap. When the price go down, okay, the market won't so stupid sell a good company to you at a cheaper price. No. A lot of people at that time, there's a confidence, positive confidence and hype. Okay. And when the price goes down, they say they dare to buy. But the question is, it was said, okay, with a positive sentiment and good news on that company. Normally, when price goes down like that, okay, like for example, UNH, this one the more form all go down. They go down. Novo also same thing. Okay, from this high, drop I think close to 70 or 64% like that. Okay, during that time, you must ask this question, why such stock at that time dropped a lot? Okay, at that time, let me tell you Meta what happened. Okay, at that time, Meta dropped is the argument that TikTok is taking Meta's market share. Meta is burning through cash, okay, in their metaverse investment. Okay, and at the time slowing down, the business somewhat is slowing down. Yeah, because if you all still remember, there's a high inflation thing, the market is very uncertain, the companies are not really spending. So there were a lot of news keep on bombarding that stock. And every quarter, not only analysts downgrade, bad news, and then you see every quarter, revenue slowed down a bit already. And then the price gap down, drop 15%. So all of this happened at the same time. You need to understand that, right? So that's why I said, do you really have the mental strength? So, okay, when the crowd drops like that, 70%, especially it's a big amount, 6 digits keep on dropping slowly for like what, 6 months, 7 months like that. So you need to think again before you say that you will buy when the price drops 70%. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you are sure, okay, again, I ask this question. If you are so sure a crashing stock will recover higher, okay, like Netflix, all right, then you put 100% of your wealth, okay, in UNH or Novo right now. Because now it's dropped 65%. Now, why I challenge this is because people keep on saying, like they look back at Palantir, okay, wow, this stock drop, if drop 70%, I dare to buy one because I'm confident it will recover. I'm confident it will recover. Right? So it's easy to say, okay, like for example, because they saw C Limited going up already, Meta, if I bought around this area, I make money already, Then if Netflix, recover until like that, if at that time, drop, I buy, I make money already. Let me tell you, this kind of words is what, hindsight. Okay, your confidence comes from hindsight. This one recover. If drop, I buy, I confirm make money. So there is there is a misconception, okay, or false confidence, okay, that they think what happened to these stocks will happen to the stock that they invested in. So you need to think about that. When price drop, they don't drop for no reason. So that's why I say, okay, for example, United Health Group, okay, and Novo here, they keep on dropping, okay, because market share has been taken. They cannot grow. They got issue with their like for example Novo, right? Their GLP, one of their products cannot sell well. Eli Lilly is the one taking their market share already. All right, and other telehealth companies are also taking their market share. So and then analysts also downgraded again their business. So when all of this bad news flying about, right? Do you really dare to take a bet? And I will only believe you if you dare to put in 100% of your wealth. This is the thing here. Okay, so now what I want to show you guys is, for example, Novo, okay, this stock here has dropped a lot, right? Okay, I challenge you guys. You want to think here, will Novo go back up, okay, above 142 and even go back up higher like Netflix here? Okay, now, of course, we need to do the research and stuff to find any clues and any signs of recovery, right? Okay, but the question now is this. At that moment in time, like right now, you're watching this video, you're watching this chart with me, okay? How confident are you? Let's make a decision right now. Can you tell me for certain Novo will go back up above 142 and even higher? Now, you need to answer me right now. Okay, so investing is like that, right? And it's easy to say, in the past, wow, I should have bought down here, go up already, because this is what we call hindsight. It happened already. That's why you say that. Okay, I give you another chance. You want to buy undervalued stocks, right? United Health and Novo is really undervalued. I tell you, it's undervalued right now. But the question is, do you dare to take a bet that it will recover very, very high? Right? So if let's say Palantir go up, go down, you say you dare to buy more. Okay, then at that time it happens, how confident are you that it will recover? Like let's say you make 1 million from Palantir, drop 70%, slowly drop. Okay, you lost 700,000, you left 300,000, and you're so confident that 300,000 will go back up to 1 million and go back even higher. You need to think yourself, okay, and answer yourself honestly. Okay, yeah. So I want to tell you guys here, okay, saying you will buy and hold a stock in hindsight, okay, it's very easy. It's very easy. Okay. The real challenge is what? Making the right call in the present moment. Under uncertainty of the future. Let's go back to this stock again. Okay. In this moment right now, how to make the right call. Okay. And then with the uncertainty in the future, because the business is really bad right now, how do you make a decision? Okay. So this is the thing I want you guys to think about. Okay. So Palantir right now, they have made a lot of us very, very rich. So there is no need, okay, to keep pressing your luck on the same bet. Okay, reallocate some to safer or undervalued place. That means undervalued stocks. Okay, where the odds are, okay, the odds of you making money or even winning, okay, is on your side. Yeah, and then you can keep compounding without unnecessary risk. Some people, they say they sell that stock already. The price go up, I miss out already. But the thing is that when you allocate to another stock, that stock can still give you your returns. Return is a return. It doesn't matter from which stock, right? So trimming a stock, that means slowly sell bit by bit, okay, over a period of time. Okay, that's why I say trimming. It's not saying the stock is bad. I'm not saying the stock is bad. Palantir, I really salute how they execute. The demand is mind-blowing. Okay, but it's all about protecting your capital. Okay, protecting your capital, doing risk management. All right. So don't focus on maximizing a stock's return. Okay, and instead focus on maximizing your survival instead, because you don't want to be a Russian roulette. Okay, you make a huge bet on one stock and then the stock went down, crashed, you lost your wealth. Okay, you have to start back from zero. You don't want to do that. So that's what I meant survival. Okay, do maximize your survival so you can continue compound and stay in the game, so that you continue invest and grow your wealth for many, many more years. All right. So my last message to you guys is this, okay, about Palantir is I don't care. Okay, I don't care whether I'm right about the stock price, whether Palantir will continue to go up and everything. Okay, I don't want to take a stand on this. Okay, because I care about being right. Okay, about growing my portfolio safely and consistently. Okay, so don't love a stock. Okay, love your portfolio. Okay, because the stock, like I said, they won't be loyal to you. And I think I got say here before, right? Yeah, this is very. Let me refresh here again. I think this is a very powerful statement here. Hold on. Yeah, okay, because no matter how loyal you are to your stocks, the stocks will never be loyal to you. Because macro shocks, black swan events, and sentiment can shift and wipe out your gains if it ever happens here. I will never know whether this thing will happen to Palantir or not, but I'm just doing risk management. Okay, so I do hope you guys enjoy this message here, how to play around, or answer your question whether you want to hold or even sell Palantir here. Okay, so if you guys like this kind of sharing here, you can join in my Telegram group, because my Telegram group I've been sharing a lot of things inside here Yeah, you want to read, sometimes I share about Hata also. Yeah, a lot of things Yeah, if you feel that you want to be a part of this community, you can click the link down below, and just join me. Okay, it's free for you guys. Yeah, so again, thanks for listening to my rambling and sharing here. Okay, so see you in my next video Okay, thanks a lot.